torpedoes. When a jet ski racer cuts a turn too fast, he gets torpedoed. Then, a frightened cat tries to climb out on a limb and plunges 80 feet to the ground. Plus, a sprint car driver speeds for the lead and cartwheels off the track. And a wannabe cowboy gets taken on a hell ride by a 1-ton bull. Later, an extreme skier disappears inside a killer avalanche. Oh my God! These are the incredible true life stories of people who face their most desperate hour and live to tell about it. Everything you are about to see is real. Real people, real danger, real excitement. Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. You are about to witness the world's most amazing videos.
Texas. Rookie Jerry Ellison is ready to take on the big boys in a jet ski race.
It was my first expert race ever, and I really wanted to get out there and prove myself and show them that I could run with them and beat them.
There are bad omens from the start. This might not be Jerry's day.
The weather was bad, it was real windy, so the water conditions were real choppy. The start of the race, I was on the outside, and I had a real bad start. I was almost in last, taking off.
The race is a real dogfight.
I was driving way too aggressively and not thinking about what I was doing. I was just thinking about passing the person in front of me.
Then Jerry makes a critical mistake.
I held it wide open when I should have let off the gas just to try to pass somebody, and I got too close into a guy's jet wash and lost control of my jet ski and spun into a 180. And I was dead in the water just waiting for somebody to come and hit me.
Jerry's torpedoed.
These jet skis are not as light as you think they are. Most of them weigh between 400 and 600 pounds. The guy who hit me was going about 45 miles an hour.
All that's left is Jerry's jet ski. On shore, no one knows what's happened to it.
I was floating face down. 3 other riders came and turned me over to where I was head up, to where I could breathe.
Fellow racers pulled Jerry to shore. And not a moment too soon.
The doctors told me that if I had gotten to the hospital 2 or 3 minutes later, they probably would not have been able to save me because my internal bleeding was just so major.
Jerry's lucky to be alive after a nightmare crash that nearly ended his racing dreams. Falls, South Africa. Base jumper Jeb Corliss prepares to leap off a 300-foot cliff. It's treacherous, with dangerous crosswinds, jagged rocks, and a waterfall that could sweep him to death. Jeb takes it all in and goes for it. His parachute deploys, and then Jeb is sucked into the falls. His parachute collapses. He disappears. Seconds later, Jeb's body is spit from the roiling foam. He's in critical shape, but alive.
I remember being in such excruciating, horrific pain and thinking, am I paralyzed?
Jeb's broken body drifts toward shore. But now, there's a new danger.
When I hit the cliff, it had torn me open in the back. And I was bleeding. And that blood started attracting small animals that lived in the water. And all of a sudden, I felt them start taking bites.
Tiny crabs prey on Jeb's torn flesh. The disastrous jump has left him defenseless.
When I stepped off, my left shoulder dropped. And as my left shoulder dropped, I knew the second I stepped off, I'm like, oh no.
When Jeb's chute opens, it hurls him straight into the falls.
As I get sucked into the waterfall, I actually go back behind it. And I hit so hard, I didn't believe I could hit something that hard and continue to live. And then I fall forward and I impact the second time, which then grabs my leg and twists it and actually hyperextends it. And then I actually hit another outcropping of rocks, which then break my ribs.
Jeb is badly hurt. He can't move. An agonizing hour passes before his friends can reach him. He spends a month in the hospital.
Ouch.
Amazingly, he returns to his death-defying passion. Jeb refuses to be grounded by this nearly fatal fall.
I don't think there is anything I did that, saved my life. I just got lucky.
Williams Grove, Pennsylvania. Lap 1 of a sprint car race. Tonight is a big break for rookie driver Scott Sellers.
Our regular driver couldn't make it. He got tied up with work, and the car owner came to me and asked me if I would like to drive that night.
This race could change his life or end it.
When I was making my move, I made a rookie mistake. Falling off the right rear, which you should never do. The car went through a tin fence out in the VIP parking area they have at the racetrack, and ended up going up over 2 cars out the park.
The sprint car catapults off the track in a violent, brain-scrambling cartwheel.
I counted the first 8 times it went over, and after that, I didn't know whether I was right side up, upside down. You just kind of tuck your head, close your eyes, and hang on and wait for it to stop.
But Scott's not the only one in danger. Look closely. That dark figure is track worker Ray McGee. He's directly in the path of the careening car.
On his way over the rail, I was struck in the head. He continued on. I've been told that it was the actual car itself that struck me, not a part of it, but very fortunate that it just grazed my skull. I was unconscious when the rescue personnel arrived.
A 1,000-pound race car lacerates his skull. But Ray has no complaints about the rookie driver.
I hold nothing against Scott. He was just driving a sprint car. That could have happened to anyone. I was the one that was actually in a location where I shouldn't have been.
Crewmen find Scott trapped in a twisted heap. He's alive, but the crash is so jarring, Scott's temporarily blinded. He recovers, but Scott decides to give up this dangerous sport permanently.
I love racing, but you got to be prepared to be hurt if you're going to do it. It can happen. We don't like to think about it. It can happen, and you just have to be prepared in case it does.
Coming up, a ferocious bull whips a rider in a violent frenzy of terror. And it's all fun and games at a biker rally until a daredevil stunt ends in disaster. But first, a felon's reckless run from the law comes to a dead stop.